Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to our Minecraft Trains project. So finally, on the fourth week, we are gonna actually start building minecarts. after after 3 weeks. Well, after 1 week of just walking around, and then after 2 weeks of building a lot of redstone, we are going to yes, trains. Hi Cody, welcome back to our stream. We need to figure out a way to build this stuff, though. I guess it doesn't have to be that big. We're gonna have to flatten a bit of this out to give ourselves a bit of space. Let me just make myself a little bit of flat area down here. I don't think we really need that much space. Let me just push this back a little bit. So, because our redstone system is 2 sets of 5, what I think I want to do is have 5 local loops and then 1 regional loop. And each local loop will have 5 destinations on it. So it's 5 sets of 5, right? So the minecart system is going to match the redstone system, if that makes sense. Now I can find my rails, that'll be great. So let me just first of all figure out this 5 set of 5s. Probably should. We're gonna have to push this back at some point. Alright, so let's just start here. Let me just push this back a little bit. So, if we, let us say, I'm designing this from scratch. I don't know what I'm doing here. So let's say we do that. It's gonna be a powered rail, isn't it? Powered rails. We're gonna have detector rails at some point. For now, let us go that. So you start there, right? And we need. Awkward. We should, I guess, do that there. Awkward. Okay, we want this. That's correct. This is not. So if I power this, that is good. That is. Oh, this is not good. Maybe. Now, you know what? I think this is actually correct. This has to be inverted though. This does have to be inverted. Which, the better way to invert it is probably that way. So, alright, so we need 5 of these. And I guess we can put the next one. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The next one can be right there. Is that right? Or is there not enough space? Let me just do that for now. So if I just wait. What? How does it decide which way to connect to? Oh, is it like this? No. Is it like that? Huh. Wait a minute. So why does that do that and that do that is what I want to know. So let me just remove all these. If I place them this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, that's consistent. Although really, I don't want it to be that way. If I put it this way, this way, this way, and this way, that is the same as before. Interesting. If I put it this way, this way, this way, and this way, So what if I like this way and this way? Am I crazy, or is that super weird? So that turns to the left. 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 Okay, but I swear I made it turn to the right before. Anyway, this is what we want. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I guess. Cody says might be always going left unless there's nothing to attach to the left until out of the. Yeah, I mean. Okay, yeah, all right. Let me try that. So if I have this, this, and this, and then I put that there, it does that. But how reliable is that? See, it's not reliable because I switch it back over. You see that? So it's initially correct, or it's initially going the other way. But once I put the signal down, it defaults back to that. Yeah, that's super odd, right? Okay, so we need to make sure that I guess the way to make sure we get it right is to just kind of put a signal on every junction. Oops, not like that. Put a signal on every junction, and then remove it, and then we'll find out what the default state is. So that, for example, is the default state, although that shouldn't be right either. Ah, nuts. Alright, let me just... So that's the default state. This is just weird now, because it doesn't actually switch. Right, so that's default, and then that's the thing. Oh, we don't want that one. We want that one. Okay. This does the. Yep. All right. Right. So let's keep going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 5 of those, and if we just do that, except that's not really true. Oops. And then those. I'll explain what I'm doing after I've done it. So, it doesn't make any sense right now. But after I finish doing it, I will explain what I'm doing. Right, so this is, I guess, if you do it like that and put the junctions in last, then that's the way to guarantee that it's what you expect. Alright, so we need a gap of 2. So let us say that this is a local loop in here. And this one, we just have to stick out a little bit on this side. So I've designed this in my head, right? But the problem with designing in your head is that it's not always correct. So when we leave, so that should always be on. 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 And that should always be on. So when we start a minecart, we'll go down and go out. And these will be conditionally on, depending on the white signal. It will determine whether it's on or off. Which I just realized that maybe I need more space here. So those are conditionally on. Or rather, they're conditionally off. Because we need to do that to have enough space down there for the minecarts to go past. Right, so if we just we should probably power those. Not those ones. Not that one there. Should probably power those, and just for the sake of, well, I guess I don't need one right there. Let me just put a couple back here too. Maybe just one. Oh, I need to power that, and we also need to power these, which doing that should be fine. So here, if we put a minecart on any one of these, let's also have some buttons down here. That works, right? Right. So now if we do that, if we just do that. So now any of these minecarts, if we send them down the path, they will just... Oh, that's awkward. That's awkward. That is awkward. Wow. Okay, we need more of those. So let me... I guess we should put a powered rail there. I can't put it there. I guess I'll put it on the other side. And then let me just put another powered rail back here. Well, since we're doing that, might as well just do that. Alright, so if we... Did I remove the minecart? I did, okay. So if we put a minecart out of any of these... Oh, the pig just got caught in it. So now it would just go round and round and round and round on this track until one of these switches off, and then it will go into there, except that, you know, it just kind of gets thrown out because the momentum is too much. Alright, so this is the switch for one of the local loops. So now we need to build 5 of these local loops, and they can be identical to this. Alright, let's do that right now. Let's push this back. How many blocks do I need for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should be enough space. For one more. So what I'm doing... let me just let the pig out. So what I'm doing now is I'm building a concept, I guess, a concept minecart system that will switch, or it will switch between 25 different destinations, right? So there's 5 destinations there, 5 sets of those, there's 25 different destinations. And I'm going to hook it up to one of those things up there, so that when we press the right button up there, we will end up with the minecart being set to the, or sent to the corresponding destination down here, if that makes sense. And this is going to be a proof of concept for the full-scale minecart network that we will eventually build. So this is to demonstrate the switching and how that works for us. I'm concerned about all these animals on the track. I think we need to get rid of the animals on the track, because I think they will actually interfere with the minecarts. Also, if animals are a problem, I'm not sure how I'm going to keep animals off the track on the full scale thing. I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. Alright, so we leave a space, and then we do that. And then it's 1, 2, and then back. Although, I wonder if there's enough space here. And then it's that, and that, and then we have that, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we go there, there. Let me just not fly around too much. Playing creative mode, you get used to flying around, but it's actually not. Wow, everything's really up close when I'm not flying around. I'm not used to seeing things. I've been playing creative for 4 weeks and already I'm not used to playing on survival. Oh man, the pixels. I'm also playing full screen too. I don't used to play full screen. I used to play on this tiny little window. Maybe that's also part of the problem. These pixels are really, really big. I don't know if you've noticed. That might be why Minecraft Pocket Edition is outselling the PC editions. Because this thing looks terrible on a full screen, on a giant screen. I mean, it would look great on a tiny little phone screen, I suppose, or a little tablet. I keep picking the wrong one. Alright, so there, and I guess there, and there. It doesn't have to be exactly identical. But for the sake of simplicity, let's have everything line up. Because if things don't line up, then it's a little bit more complicated to understand. Alright, so need that, and that. And then we need buttons. There, and there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I seriously just put these torches in the wrong place? Wow. Oh wait, no, that's correct. We also need torches here to power those, right? And then we need to invert, switch those. I suppose we don't really need that much of a gap back here. And then on this side, switch everything around. Okay, so there's 2. Where do I put 3, 4, and 5? I guess I can put 2 more here. Or even 3 more here. If I put it too far that way, we start interfering with the village. I think I can put 1 more back here and 1 on the front side. Alright, let's put 1 back here. And then 2 on the other side. What is going on? Alright, no more lake here. So it's 11, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And no pond here. anymore. Normally, I would not be an advocate of just flattening the landscape a lot like this. I guess we are trying to figure out some industrial things, which makes this a little bit unavoidable.